The faded "For Lease" sign mocked Jasper from across the street, a stark reminder of the 7 days he had left before his lifelong dream slipped away entirely. His restaurant, the Golden Spoon, once bustling with laughter and clinking silverware, now echoed with a deafening silence, a ghost of its former glory. Every carefully crafted dish, every late night spent perfecting a recipe, felt like a distant memory, overshadowed by the crushing weight of impending financial ruin. He loved the artistry of cooking, the alchemy of simple ingredients transforming into culinary magic, but passion alone couldn't pay the mounting bills. The weight of the world pressed down, forcing him to consider an unthinkable future without the comforting embrace of his kitchen. On Tuesday, a strange quiet fell upon the usually bustling street, and only one customer entered the Golden Spoon for dinner. She was an elderly woman, her silver hair neatly pulled back, her eyes holding a gentle wisdom that seemed to see right through Jasper's tired facade. Jasper served her the day's special, a meticulously prepared bouillabaisse, his hands trembling slightly, hoping she wouldn't notice. Madame Dubois ate slowly, savoring each spoonful, her expression unreadable, a quiet contentment settling about her. When she finished, she simply nodded, leaving no tip but a single folded note on the table beside her empty bowl. Jasper approached the table with a heavy heart, bracing himself for a critique. But what he found was far more unexpected. Unfolding the paper, he read the elegant script, a single sentence that seemed to pierce directly through his despair, echoing in the quiet room. The words burned themselves into his mind. "True failure is not the falling, but the refusal to rise," he murmured, the sentence echoing his inner turmoil. He stared at the empty doorway where Madame Dubois had vanished, a whirlwind of questions swirling in his mind, yet a strange sense of calm began to settle. The phrase resonated deeply within him, sparking a tiny, almost imperceptible ember of defiance against his predetermined fate. Days turned into restless nights as Jasper meticulously reread Madame Dubois' note, its simple truth unraveling years of self-doubt and fear. He began to see his past struggles not as definitive ends, but as crucial lessons. Each stumble, a stepping stone towards clarity. What if, instead of trying to be everything to everyone, he focused on mastering just one thing, one perfect dish? The idea was radical, a complete departure from the sprawling menus of his competitors, but it felt right, a whisper of authenticity. He scoured old cookbooks, experimented with forgotten techniques, his kitchen becoming a laboratory dedicated to the pursuit of culinary perfection. Days blended into weeks of tireless effort, each iteration bringing him closer to the elusive balance of flavor and texture he envisioned. His friend, Lena, a former waitress, voiced her concerns, her practical nature clashing with Jasper's newfound, almost obsessive conviction. Lena sighed, shaking her head gently. "Jasper, are you sure this is wise? A whole restaurant just for one meal?" she asked, her voice laced with worry. Jasper met her gaze with a newfound firmness. "If it's the best meal anyone has ever tasted, then yes, Lena," he replied. "It's all it needs to be." He stripped away the old name, replacing the Golden Spoon with a minimalist sign reading simply, "The Dish," a testament to his singular focus. The interior was transformed too, intimate and serene, allowing the spotlight to fall solely on the culinary experience. Reopening day arrived, quiet and uncertain, the first few hours filled with the anxious wait for a single customer. Then, a trickle, a few curious patrons, drawn by the unusual concept and the quiet buzz that had started to circulate through town. Each diner received their dish, beautifully presented, a masterpiece of Jasper's singular dedication, their expressions shifting from curiosity to awe. Word began to spread, slowly at first, then like wildfire, whispers of the dish and its incredible, unforgettable flavor. One afternoon, Jasper glanced up from polishing silverware to see a familiar, knowing smile gracing the entrance of his now busier restaurant. Madame Dubois walked towards him, her gaze gentle. "It seems you found your rise, young Jasper," she said softly, her eyes twinkling. Jasper smiled, a genuine, heartfelt smile he hadn't felt in months. "Your words, they were everything," he admitted, a catch in his voice. Madame Dubois nodded, her smile widening. "The seed of truth is useless without fertile ground, my dear," she mused, "and you have cultivated yours beautifully." The restaurant began to see queues forming outside, a testament to the power of quality and singular vision over quantity. Jasper faced new challenges, scaling his meticulous process without compromising the perfection of his single, celebrated dish. Each plate had to maintain its artistry, its soul, even as demand soared, pushing his physical and creative limits. He spent long hours in the kitchen, his dedication unwavering, his pursuit of excellence a quiet, burning flame within him. He learned to manage his resources, sourcing the finest ingredients, building relationships with local farmers and suppliers. His meticulous attention to detail extended beyond the dish itself, encompassing every aspect of the dish experience. One morning, a critical review appeared in the local paper, praising his innovative concept but questioning its long-term viability. Lena pointed to the article. "They say it's a fad, Jasper, that you can't survive on just one thing," she said, her voice betraying a hint of old worry. Jasper simply smiled, his confidence unshakable now. "They haven't understood the essence, Lena. It's not about the number of dishes, but the heart in each one." His response was not to expand his menu, but to deepen the experience, adding meticulously curated wine pairings and artisanal bread. He proved that focused excellence could outshine sprawling mediocrity, that true innovation lay in depth, not breadth. The reputation of the dish soared, gaining national attention, a beacon of gastronomic simplicity in a world of endless choices. Reservations became a coveted commodity, people traveling from afar just to experience Jasper's unique culinary offering. Jasper remained grounded, refusing to compromise his vision for fleeting trends or commercial expansion, maintaining the integrity of the dish. One day, a sudden ingredient shortage threatened to halt service, a major crisis for a restaurant built on a single perfect offering. Lena rushed into the kitchen, her voice urgent. "Jasper, the special mushrooms, they didn't arrive! What will we do?" she exclaimed, panic rising. Jasper took a deep breath, thinking quickly. "We improvise, Lena," he said, his voice calm amidst the chaos. "We find an alternative that honors the spirit of the dish." He worked feverishly, drawing on his deep understanding of flavors, crafting a temporary yet equally exquisite variation. The customers, upon tasting the new version, were not disappointed. Some even praised its surprising depth, a testament to Jasper's ingenuity. His restaurant was now a culinary landmark, revered not just for its food, but for the inspiring story of its owner's unwavering spirit. One quiet evening, Madame Dubois sat once more at her favorite table, observing the vibrant energy that filled the space. Jasper approached her table, a genuine smile playing on his lips. "Madame Dubois, a new dish, perhaps?" he offered playfully. She chuckled softly, her eyes crinkling with mirth. "My dear boy, I believe you have already perfected it," she responded, her gaze lingering on the vibrant room. True success, Jasper realized, wasn't about avoiding failure, but about the courage to rise, to learn, and to relentlessly pursue one's authentic vision. His restaurant, The Dish, stood not just as a place to eat, but as a monument to that profound, life-changing wisdom. And the simple note, framed now beside the kitchen pass, served as a constant, gentle reminder of the day everything changed.